Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Behind center, they've gotten some strong play from this fella. He's got his touchdown pass total up into double digits now in the season. It'll be interesting to see if he continues to increase it here in this one. It's the Bills going up against the Chiefs. With that, we're off to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where we welcome in our broadcasters, Brandon Godin and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
That boy's got 4 down.
Here we go now. Green, 3. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Set. Blue, landing. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here we go with Jamal Charles. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Strong left.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Blue, landing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Hey, 4 down.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
He'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3,
look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
They'll look to throw again. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Watch you now, Barney.
Check 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
4 down, 4 down. Check.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They run. Charles. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now here comes Kansas City. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
Now let's go.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas.
yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, now look at 56. Look at now. 56. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught. It's Huff. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
All right, here we go. Green, Detroit.
Back to throw here. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here we go now. Green, Leopard.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Charles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Nothing doing. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Alert. Alert.
Here we go now. Green 30 now. Barney. Barney.
Kill.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Alert 16.
Now they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A dump off for Charles. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back to throw now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that's complete to Huff. Give them 11 on the game there, and the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
To throw here on first down. It's Kelsey on the grab. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Zach Brown coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
All right, here we go. Green.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll... And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get 23 yards there. And that'll be good for a KC first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
And he comes back with one complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now back to throw. Josh Huff, the intended target. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come up at now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught. It's Huff. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their... Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think what we're seeing today, partner, is what happens when you have a really good game the previous week. You get a lot more attention from the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
It looks to me like they spent a lot of time figuring out tendencies, how they get him the football, and adjusting accordingly.
Well, they've adjusted, and the numbers certainly show that.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going underneath for Charles. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch left, watch left. Stop right there. 4 down.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
They come out here in the eye. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Back out of that belly. Here we go. Now let's go. Blue, landed. Leopard.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
You got 4.
Detroit.
Check 26.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught. It's Huff. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Gun.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check
Hurry
that
up, here we
out.
go. 3-19. 3-19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went. No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap. He rifles one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it.
And now here comes Kansas City. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's Kelsey on the ground. They give him 17 yards that time as he'll move the chains.
It's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
Leopard, here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Now let's go. Green 39, green Leopard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Watch 16. We got chips over here. Let's go.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mike, 40's the Mike.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
4 down. All right, here we go.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up... So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time to see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. 4 down, 4
Now let's
down.
go. Green, Detroit. Detroit.
Switch.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 12 yards on the pickup. Good enough for a Kansas City first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Detroit. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue, 90. Over.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Tight, watch left.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw again. And that's complete to Huff. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
They'll set up to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Tie right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
He's back to throw. He's got time in the pocket, and his throw is incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for...
Well, I know it points to this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Bills, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we